Okay, so that gets our photo eye taken care of. I just set up the limits. Holding the set open and set closed, I think for about 10-15 seconds. It'll beep at you a couple times, and then you just use these to move the gate. And then once you get it set in the open position, you hit set open, and then set close will be flashing. And then once you get it in the closed position, then by moving the gate forward or backward, you hit set close, and then it's set. And then you can use the commands that are on the control board to open and close it. Still got to tighten down the bolts, but it's okay temporarily to be like that. And you can see that I went past 90 a little bit, but I've still got a good angle on the arm, so I got plenty of clearance. So this is the frustrating part with how the actuator arm is set up, is that in order to get the angle right on the arm, you have to cut that notch out. For the arm to be able to close. Now I get the angle and the position and all that. That's no problem. I understand that, but you know, you got to have some provision for the arm to be on a 4-inch post, because here in Texas that's the most common size post. So you can see we've got it nice and straight and level, and now we'll just tighten up the bolts and program the remotes. I've got to install the keypad too. And then we'll be looking good. You can see that we got the conduit painted, and it looks pretty nice. It's a little bit more red than I thought, but I was just picking it out. It was not something that the customer requested and didn't pay for, actually, but it wasn't his fault. We should have let him know that we were going to run actually, we weren't going to run conduit. The way that the original specs on it was just to run the wire over to that, so he actually didn't have the conduit in the contract either, but that's the way to do it right. And then you can see that the conduit goes under the sod, up the post, and then the box has been painted as well too. So we're going to do some cleanup and program the remotes, install the keypad, program the keypad, tighten up the bolts, and then clean up. You can see that there's still some contaminants left over from the welding, and all of that will be cleaned up by the people who come back and actually do the paint. But for now, for the holidays, we'll be able to at least get by with this paint color, which is a primer and a paint. It's not a great match, but it does the trick. So the other thing is we painted the conduit that goes up and down the wall as well too. We had painted the existing conduit, and then we painted our conduit as well, so it blends pretty well. Once the sun hits it and beats on it for a little while, gets a little dirt and debris, it'll blend a little bit better. So we also hooked up the photo eye. We upgraded to a 3-inch round reflector, which gives us a little bit better range, a little bit more versatility. But you can see that it's hooked up. As soon as I break it, the gate stops and opens back up. So that will help as a safety device if there's anything blocking the beam, path of the gate, or if anything blocks it while it is closing, it'll activate the gate and tell it to open back up.